So huge thank to Arcus once again. As you guys are aware, next week, next week. Next week, the update is going to go live. It is the Halloween update, and one of the ways to kind of look at it is pretty much going to be the exact way to look at how the Summer Festival kind of went down. Now, with the Summer Festival, we did walk away with some free weapons. Now, the weapons themselves weren't actually that bad, right? They were fairly good, mid on average, right? Not too bad. We had the fish weapon, which was a fairly interesting weapon, especially the look of it. And, it was a very playful of a weapon in terms of the skill, but it's not a bad, it's nothing horrible, but it's nothing broken. It's like dead on average with how this weaponry is working. Again, in a scenario where there's multiple enemies, you can really get the best out of it there. But a fairly okay-ish weapon for the water element, of course, more importantly, it being free. Then we had the skewer, right? Pretty decent, to be fair. I mean, I would personally say skewer over the Merlin board, just an FYI. But again, a decent weapon for the fire element in terms of the buffs that you can pick up, the extra fire damage that you can do. And again, more importantly, it's a free weapon of an SSR rarity that we can get to A5, right? And then they also threw in, where is it? Do I have it? Oh wait, yeah, it's for the hunters. There we go. They also threw in weaponry for the hunters, which I thought was pretty nice, of course. There was 3 sets. You had a HP, defense, or attack main stat version of these, of course. I went with attack because clearly. And overall, for a hunter weapon, it was free. We were able to get it to A5. And overall, with what it's doing, increases QTE skill damage and basic skills damage by 10%. Overall, it was just a very, very solid universal weapon to have. If there is a specific hunter that you have, but you don't have their weapon for, you can kind of just throw that on because it's just universally good enough to have that. So, again, on average, with these free weaponry that we got, fairly good, fairly good. It seems that that is going to be the case. That is why, ladies and gentlemen, I know I just dropped a video talking about how we're going to be getting a free SSR weapon in terms of now not doing Liberation. Yeah, we're getting some more free weapons in the theme of Halloween. But I think it's going to be kept nice and easy this time. What I mean by that is we're probably going to get shorted of 1 weapon because we had 3 weapons in this case, right? 1 for the hunters, 2 for Sun Jin Woo. Yeah, from what is being shown, or what I've seen, yeah, it seems we're only getting an additional weapon. Now, we had the water element get covered, right? And then we also had the fire element get covered. So the remaining elements are dark, wind, and light, looking at it from that perspective. So, just to break it down to you guys, Halloween candy sticks in the same form of how they did the hunter's weapon, where you can get 3 of the spiky shark water gun, it being attack, HP, and defense, of course. They are going to be doing something pretty much similar to this, where obviously there's going to be no rarity for it. No typing, my bad, no typing. But it's going to be in the form of Halloween candy sticks. Now, I'm going to say this right now, I do hope that they make the candy sticks into like 2 little daggers. I don't know, when it comes to candy sticks, I don't know, I feel like it would be most fitting for it to be like 2 little candy stick daggers, you know, that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, so that's going to be the universally used weapon. I'm actually curious on whether or not if they're going to keep this. Imagine if they do like core, because I look at want them, oh no, what if they do basic skills to ultimate? Ooh. Or they could do like support skill to then basic skill. I want them to keep the basic skill, but change up the QTE skill. But we'll see. We'll see if they decide to continue that on. And the Sun Jin Woo weapon, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be a Halloween pumpkin. Now, I think it's going to be a Halloween pumpkin hammer, right? Because if you look at a pumpkin, it's very large, right? You can't really make it into a sword or a dagger, or even into. I mean, technically you can put it into some sort of gun format, but I think what they're probably going to do is make the pumpkin like the main hammer end of it all, like, or pretty much how this weapon is looking like, right? So yeah, I think we're about to get some big ass weaponry pumpkin weapon. So that is going to be the new Sun Jin Woo Halloween type weapon. It's going to be a Halloween pumpkin weapon. I think it's going to be a hammer. It is going to be wind typing. Awkward, we've only got a wind hammer. But it's going to be wind typing. We're going to see what's going to be happening. I mean, there's not really much to say, because realistically, with where the wind element is at right now, I mean, we're kind of rocking and rolling. But hey, it'll be nice to have. I'm hoping that they make it in the same form as how they did with the skewer, on kind of supporting the wind element a little bit more, so that way it's an option. But hey, as a free weapon, we can't complain. We will gladly take it. Now, in the forms of how we'll get access to it, again, as I've mentioned, just kind of remember how we did the summer festival. It's going to be like that. There's going to be a whole events. We do those events. There'll be multiple ways to go about getting the pumpkins and whatnot. And obviously, as the event leaves, they will then do what they have done with these weaponry. You can still get access to them, but honestly, it's not exactly worth, to be fair, with what you have to pay. Where is it? I think, is it in the coin? Yeah, so pretty much this is what's going to be the same case for the Halloween. They're going to throw it into the coin section, and from there you can gain the dupes if you want to. Once you get it to A5, you're chilling. I really wouldn't go about wasting 300 on any of these, or even going forward. Save them. Save them now that we've got this in place. Yeah. So yeah, there we go, you guys. We've got Halloween costumes and we've got the Halloween weapons. Again, it's going to be a fairly easy one this time round, since we're only catering to one weapon for Sun Jin Woo, and then I guess it was the same for the hunters last time round. But again, there'll be probably a pick of 3 to where you can have attack, HP, or defense to choose from, as per usual. But and we can see on if they'll change this up. If they do change, if they do change up the skills for the hunters, for the universally weapon, for the Halloween themed weapons, I think that'd be extremely solid, because then that's more of an option for you to apply onto your hunters, right? It kind of expands on what you want, right? That would be actually, you know what, now that being said, that it does sound right for them to kind of expand a little bit and giving us options, so that could be the case. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is pretty much all I want to keep you guys informed of. So again, next week we've got the Halloween event happening, and yeah, an SSR pumpkin weapon for Sun Jin Woo, and then the hunters are going to be getting their Halloween candy sticks. So curious to see on how the pumpkin hammer, it's going to be a pumpkin hammer. Imagine if they make it into a see, every time I think of a pumpkin weapon, I immediately think of the pumpkin rocket launcher from Fortnite. Imagine if they would give us a pumpkin rocket launcher now. That would be amazing. Oh my god. Alright boys, I'll end it there. Take care. Peace.